We're live on Lunch Break Live with two fantastic, fabulicious vegan social media stars. And I would like you to introduce yourselves and tell us what you're making today.
Hello, so I'm David.
And I'm Susanna.
And today we are making a roasted, smoky, savory salsa.
And health is wealth. And you are vegan for the animals, for our water, for world hunger, for the rainforest, for compassion, for wildlife, for peace, and for health, and for our planet, for everything. Yes, I love that shirt. So very simple ingredients that we have here, pure and good. Take it away.
All right, so traditionally a salsa would be made in this thing right here. This is called a molcajete.
Raise it up. Let's see what you're talking about.
This, in English, it's a mortar and pestle, but in Spanish, it is called a molcajete. And you would crush all of your vegetables and your fruits in here. And I just wanted to let you know that you actually don't even need that. If you have a blender, that's all you need.
You're good.
You're good.
All right. All right, let's do it.
Woo.
So, first thing we want to do is just take some tomatoes, cut those in half.
Yeah.
All right?
Big
You
slices.
Big slices.
I can do that. All right, so far so good.
Excellent. Get 4 tomatoes.
All right.
And tomatoes, they're really beautiful because they're classified as vegetables by most people, but by now most people know that they're fruits.
Really?
Same with jalapenos. Jalapenos as well.
Okay.
They're just fruits.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Jalapeno. So, are you kidding me? These green jalapenos are fruits?
They're fruits.
I didn't know that. I'd heard that about tomatoes, but I did not know that about the jalapenos.
Yes.
And this is going to be hot.
Yes.
Actually, no.
Really?
So the way that we're going to prepare it, we're going to prepare these seed side down.
Yes.
So the seeds and the center, they've got this compound called capsaicin. And that is the thing that's spicy. That's the spicy compound. And when you heat it, it actually breaks down the chemistry of it. It breaks down those molecules and it makes it not as spicy. So we're going to roast these seed side down.
Seaside
Seed
down.
side down.
Oh my gosh, I'm learning something right now. So you show me here. You just turn them, you
Oh, yeah.
flip them over.
Yeah.
No, I mean right here. You're saying you're going to flip them over. When you say seed side down, show me.
Seed side
So
down.
seed
There
side
you
down
go.
onto the pan.
Oh, okay. Seed
That's
side
when the
down
magic
onto the
happens.
pan. And I feel like I'm looking through the bushes because we've got this. What's happening with this?
So the green onions, those,
Yes.
we're actually going to keep those for later.
Ooh.
They're a dirty little secret.
Oh, I love it. And you guys are an item.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so this is vegan love.
Yes.
Okay.
It didn't start that way, but that's how it is now.
Okay, wonderful.
Yeah.
So I notice you're chopping everything very thick. You're not, a lot of times people come over here and they mince. But
no,
you're
no.
not
Not
doing
here.
that.
No.
No.
Absolutely
Okay.
not.
So what's happening now?
Now
So-
we're going to take it over
Okay.
the pan.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Okay, we're moving around. And okay, what I'm going to do is go this way. All right. Look at this.
You are going
So
to
we're
put
laying
them
it all here.
seed side
Wow.
down.
It's very important.
Very, very important to do it seed side
Yeah.
down. Let me just...
That
it's
one.
kind of low,
Right there.
Right over here.
Okay. Sorry. Hold on. There we go. Whatever. Okay. Here we go. Okay. So perfect. So now let's show this. This is super important. If people walk away with this one idea, it's if you have jalapenos that are super spicy, you put them seed side down, and that will basically cause the seeds, which are the hottest part,
Yes.
to what do you want? You want this?
Oh, I'm going to put it on high heat.
Okay, high heat. Now, are you using any oil?
No.
No oil.
No oil.
Whoa! So
Yeah.
you're absolutely oil free on this?
Yes.
On this one, yes.
Oil-free
Yes.
salsa.
Wow, oil-free salsa.
salsa,
That
yeah.
is fantastic. So, you just let it sit there.
Exactly.
Really? Do you cover it?
So, no, if you cover it, well, you can if you want to, but
Yeah.
the way that this one's made, you don't cover it. You allow all the steam and the heat to
Yeah.
go upwards and out, because you don't want to steam them, you want to roast them. And what we want, our desired effect, is to have it blackened on the bottom. because that's going to give us a smoky
That
flavor.
flavor you
Oh, smoky, succulent, savory salsa.
Exactly.
Smoky,
And-
succulent, savory salsa. Say that 3 times.
Smoky, succulent, savory salsa. Smoky.
Yeah, it's high. It's high. Look, it's high. It's high. It's going to be cooking in 2 seconds. People
Excellent.
think these electric stoves, they actually cook faster. Believe it or not. All right, so then while we're doing that,
Yes.
is there something else you're going to be doing?
Yes.
Okay, so
So-
we're going to come back. By the way, you are in our plant-based kitchen, Jane Unchained, for Lunch Break Live, and we are so excited to have you. Are a couple of social media stars.
Yes,
You
that's
really
true,
are.
yes. So Susanna and I both have an Instagram, and we both use our Instagram as a platform to entertain, but also as a platform to inform people about like the vegan movement.
Yes, so we are very passionate people. We love to entertain and have people laugh, but at the same time, we're also very passionate about veganism. So that's why, yes, we do attend pig vigils, chicken vigils, but also we decided we wanted to do a YouTube channel where we can also create entertainment, but at the same time shed light on the veganism lifestyle to show that it is a positive lifestyle, it is the future, it is the way to go. It is the answer.
And people want to know, is this David and Susanna?
Yes.
Hell yes, it is.
Of course it is.
It's David and Susanna in the house. We're so excited. Yes, these are YouTube stars. And while you're chopping, I want to hear your story. How did you guys meet? Were you vegan when you met, or did you
No.
go?
So actually, I was vegetarian since I was 12 years old. And then when we first met, he ate meat.
I was a meat eater. Big
Really?
time. Oh yeah. Like
Yes.
everything.
Yes.
Everything meat.
Uh-huh.
And so what happened? How did you make the change?
We
You know-
actually, our latest YouTube video, we talked about it. We almost
Yeah, we
broke
addressed
up.
this, yeah.
We almost broke up because I told him, I said, one day I want to marry a man who does not eat meat because that's very important to me. And, you know, he loved meat and he had a hard time giving up meat.
I was like absolutely against it for like the longest time. I was like, there's no way. I'm not gonna give up burgers, and I'm not gonna give up sushi, and I'm not giving up bacon. And it's interesting because I'm vegan now, and I still got burgers, sushi, and bacon. It's just all vegan.
Yeah, I mean, today there's no sacrifice involved. You
Not
can
at
have
all.
a Beyond Meat burger. I have non-vegans here all the time. And I don't even tell them it's a Beyond Meat burger. I just say, here's a burger. And then after they eat it and they go, wow, that was great, I say, hey, it was a Beyond Meat burger. There's no meat in it. So so you're giving us hope for the world, because if you can change, right?
Oh, dude, if I can change, anyone can change. I mean,
Wow.
like, man.
Wow.
Like, really.
So what was the thing that put you over the top
So-
while you chop these, what are they called, leeks or
So some people call them chives. I like to
Chives.
say green onions.
green onions? Okay.
So the catalyst for why we went vegan is Susanna's interest in going vegan. And her interest came from the fact that it was so hard. Every time we would go out, either her and I would end up fighting over where we wanted to eat, or we would go to a place and they would mess up her order, and like, you know, it would have chicken stock, or it would have pork in it, or it would have all these things. And it got to the point where I was like, you know what, we need to find a place that no matter what is going to get us like vegetarian food for her. And I found a local vegan restaurant, and because of that, that is what got us to
Whoa.
that is what got us into veganism. And she really wanted to go vegan, and I was like, no way, I don't want to do it, never
So
ever.
what was the moment?
I went online to search up veganism because I was going to disprove it to her.
Yeah.
I was going to disprove it to her. I was going to like pull up all the facts and be like, babe, this is why you shouldn't go vegan. And I spent the entire night like this. And I was like, oh my gosh.
The next morning, he
Oh
said to me,
my gosh.
babe, let's go vegan. And I said,
Woo!
okay.
Let's do it. Yeah. And that's how it
Wow.
happened.
Yeah.
Well, you're
Yeah.
obviously a smart guy. You did your research and you came up with the conclusion. Was there a particular thing in the research that hit you, or was it the cruelty,
It's-
the environmental wreckage,
No,
the
it was-
water pollution?
It was these baby chickens that were being macerated. I don't know
Oh,
if you've
yeah,
heard of
sure,
the
of
industrial
course.
macerators. that was terrifying for me. And when I realized that that's what the egg industry does, like not just the chicken industry, I mean like egg hatcheries. So even if you don't eat chicken, if you eat eggs, you're participating in that violence. So
And just explain, and I'll just summarize, the egg industry does not need male chicks. So as soon as they're born, chirp, 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 they go onto a conveyor belt and they're macerated, which is a fancy way of saying ground up alive.
Yeah.
And this is one of the horrors, one of the many horrors of the industrial agriculture system. There's no nice way for 7.7 billion humans to kill 70 plus billion land animals. It just cannot be done. And, you know, we have Beyond Egg, Just Egg. We have all of those alternatives.
exactly. We have so many alternatives. It's like there's no point. There's really no point.
Another question. So you were this huge meat eater. You fell in love with a vegetarian.
Yeah, that's
you
how it
argued you were going to prove to her that she was wrong.
I was going to disprove veganism. I was going to be the guy to disprove veganism. And that research made me vegan. And it was like, boom. I was like, oh my
Woo!
gosh.
I love it. What a romantic story.
No, it's a wild ride. It was
Yeah,
amazing.
and so let me ask you, what was the hardest part of going vegan, or how long did it take you to feel? Was it instant, like where the obsession was lifted, or was there
Oh no, the obsession. I mean, like
The addiction to
when
meat.
we went vegan, I was 20. Let's see, I'm 26 now. We've been vegan for over a year, so that was like 25 years of my life I've been consuming animal flesh. That's not something that leaves your brain very easily, but because I've got all these alternatives, all these meat alternatives, it's not hard at all, like at all. And we recently discovered how to make tofu taste like chicken. And
you'll have to come back.
Yes.
We'll have to come back.
Yeah, well, you guys, a lot of hearts, a lot of people just hearting, because you're very romantic.
Yeah.
There's nothing better than to have a value in common, you know?
Yeah.
A value in common is a good value,
It really
not a bad
is,
value
yeah.
in common.
No, we had a lot of struggle when our relationship first started because we just did not see eye to eye. And after that, we've been like so much closer.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Wow.
It's amazing.
Okay, wait, let me go around the bend. I don't want to miss a second of it. Let me move through here, guys. Excuse me. Okay, I want to see what's happening here.
Yes.
Because this is like this is the...
Yes.
Okay, show me.
Right here, this is your desired result.
Oh
you
my
want
gosh.
to have it charring. Typically, we're like, ooh, the more char, the better. But this is the one that's going to give you all that
Juicy.
flavor. It's right
And
here.
you're definitely going to want to get a large enough pan so that way you can fit all the ingredients in. You really want them to all cook and juice together to get that nice savory flavor that's very important.
Well, what I find... the aroma is so fantastic.
So what happens is tomatoes, they actually produce this umami flavor naturally by themselves in their raw form. But when you cook them, it produces more of those compounds, those umami compounds. Umami is that flavor that we associate with meat. Like everyone always says,
really?
ooh, that meaty flavor.
Yes.
It's actually, you get far more meaty flavors from the vegetables that you cook the meat with, that you season it with.
Exactly.
So yeah, that's one of food's worst kept secrets, I guess. I don't know, best kept secrets.
Yeah,
It's a big
or as
secret.
the guy who is the head of Beyond Meat says, he says, basically meat is composed of compounds. And those compounds also exist in plants.
Exactly.
Heme is the compound that gives that meaty texture, that meaty flavor. So we put some vegetables together with heme and it tastes just like meat.
Exactly. And when you really think about it, it's like when you're consuming animals, you're consuming a step after the plants. Like whenever someone says, like, where do you get your protein from? It's like, well, where did the cow get its protein
Yeah.
from?
Yeah.
Where did the chicken get
They
its
were just
protein from?
magically born with protein.
I
Yeah.
can't believe you've only been vegan a year. You've got all the arguments.
You know, it's,
All of the
I mean,
arguments.
we got the internet. You
Oh
know.
my God.
There's no excuses now.
No
you know?
excuses.
And do you, because you were such a heavy duty meat eater, do you think, I believe you'd be much more effective than most people
Exactly.
in convincing other people, like
Exactly.
other guys, other dudes.
Exactly, because I can go to them and I'll tell them, like, they'll be like, "Don't you miss bacon?" I'm like, I mean, I remember what it tastes like, and I loved that like a lot, and I mean like a lot. Okay, it's not a joke. I loved it a lot, but when I realized that the choices that I was making was causing so much harm to the environment, I mean, like just so much industrial waste goes into the environment just from pigs alone. Okay, when you think about that, that's going in and harming other animals, other fish, other wildlife. It's messing up our ecosystems. And on top of all of that, you have this system where we take pigs and we take animals, we artificially inseminate them against their will.
That's called rape.
That's called rape. Exactly. You artificially inseminate them against their will, you rape them, you bring in the next generation of animals, and what do you do with the parents? You kill them. And when I realized that, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm playing a role in this.
A leading role.
I'm playing a role.
A starring role.
By eating these animals, I'm playing a role in this every single day. So I need to stop. But it wasn't just enough for us to stop. Like 4 months after we went vegan, we started going to vigils and we started participating in activism. And
just to explain to people what vigils are, by the way, please share this video. Share this video with your pre-vegan friends. Vigils are where we bear witness and we go to a slaughterhouse and we make eye contact and give love and express love to pigs and cows and chickens going to slaughter, and we try to give them water when they need them. And the pig vigils here in Los Angeles are the largest of more than 600 vigils occurring around the world now. And you can start a vigil in your area. It's very impactful. Honestly, the people I've taken to vigils, even though they were skeptical, have gone vegan. They just, at that moment, they just go, I can't do this anymore. That's it. Because once you see those animals, those beings, and pigs look like children. I mean, when you look into their eyes, it's a human look. They're looking at you. They're like, what's happening? They're babies. They're 6 months old when they get killed.
6 months old,
They're
yeah.
little babies. And when we go to sanctuaries and we see pigs and we give them food and we greet them, they are wagging their tails and they're excited to see us just like dogs. And I know the idea of eating a dog is really wrong, but also the idea of eating a pig is just as wrong.
Absolutely. And especially, look, when you have these incredible, delicious, colorful.
Yeah.
So now
These are
what?
ready.
What do we do now with these?
So they are now sufficiently heated. So you want to bring those, and you.
Thanks for sharing, Lisa, Varitek, and everybody else. Please share, because people see this, and if we touch one heart, if this video touches one heart, and that heart stops eating animals, that saves thousands and thousands of animals. Thousands. So remember, when you eat a fast food hamburger that's processed meat from a lot of different sources, there can be hundreds of cows. Body parts of hundreds of cows in there. So, okay, what's next?
So next thing we're going to do is we're going to blend it all together. Now, you could use the molcajete, but this is it's 2019. It's like we got electronics, we got to go, we're fast paced, we got to do this stat ASAP. So you just take them.
Okay. Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
I want to see every second of this.
Ooh, I've got some
Boing.
tomato on me.
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay,
Drop
there
that
we
right
go.
in, and that charring is going to give it that smoky flavor. But if you see the browning right at the edges, that's called the Maillard effect, I want to say.
Maillard.
The
Wow,
Maillard
you know
effect,
some big
yes.
words, dude.
Oh, it's sciencey. It's sciencey and cuisine. If you look it up, it'll be
Amira
there.
St. John, thank you for sharing.
And the Maillard effect, what it does is it basically brings out those flavors.
G. Coral says, I will forever be vegan because of what you guys do. Woo!
That's
Thank
my
you.
mom. I love you, Mom.
Oh, yay! Ellen Andrea Dent says, and fecal contamination, yum.
Yeah.
Ellen is an amazing activist.
Ellen.
Ellen, yay. Oh, look at all this. This is fantastic. We are here live with David and Susanna. Woo! Woo! Wow.
All right, so-
having a good time. You see how happy vegans are? We are really a happy lot. We have a
Yeah.
good
Really
time.
happy.
When we're not crying over the sadness,
Yeah.
we're happy.
Yeah, exactly.
It's yes. Okay.
So we brought our own water.
That's
and
interesting.
You want to get 1 cup of water. And
Okay.
this is just for the texture that we love. If you want to have like a little bit like a wetter salsa,
Yeah.
you can do more.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I like a salsa that's nice and thick. I don't need a watery salsa.
Yeah.
Thick. Love
Okay,
that.
wow.
And then there you go. You just need 1, and then
salt. Let's
Salt.
see. Toss in that
A
salt.
tablespoon of salt.
Tablespoon of salt.
And 1
That's
lemon.
right, Ruth. Vegans are healthy. And what's that? Lemon?
Lemon.
Lemon
lemon
juice.
juice.
1 lemon.
Okay, 1 lemon juice. Juice of 1 lemon.
the juice of
There
the
we
sea.
go.
Now it's time to
Whoa.
blend this baby up.
All right, we're gonna do the blender dance. You know, we do that blender dance here on Lunch Break Live. As soon as we hit it,
All right.
All right.
okay.
Boom.
There we go.
So notice how the color is changing. Like all that char, it's just making it darker. That's that rich flavor that I love. And it's gonna be spinning everything around. It's all that flavor is just gonna be like wild. It's gonna hit you on the first chip.
Woo,
The very first chip.
baby.
Excellent.
Look at that.
And
Paige Parsons Roach says hi. She's on vacation, but
Paige.
Paige is
Love her.
never,
you,
never,
Paige. We miss
yes,
you.
yes,
Yes,
never
love
far
Paige.
away from our lunch break lives.
And
yeah.
There you go. That's all you need.
Okay.
And we're going to use our molcajete actually as a.
Oh, Ruth
so-
Bodevin says, got any tips for vegan wannabes?
Vegan want.
Okay. Oh, whoa.
Like as in someone who wants to.
Yeah,
be
wants
vegan?
to be vegan.
Oh, research.
Yeah.
Uh,
Look at that. Now, is that hot right now?
Yes.
It's very hot. It's,
Nice.
wow.
Salsa.
But we used cold water, so
Wow.
it actually heat's
Now,
gonna bring
can I
out
ask
that
you to
flavor.
just move this gizmo
Of
out of the
course.
way and put it back here?
Take it.
And we're not
Now,
done yet.
Not
We're-
done.
Okay,
So
yeah, so
now-
we're going to put that beauty right there. Look at
Yes.
that.
Now I
Yeah.
like to add green onion because it gives a nice crunch and a texture to it. It's
yum,
very
yum,
refreshing
yum.
to add to the salsa.
First of all, I want to say, Ruth, I have definite advice for a vegan wannabe. Just replace. Go into your refrigerator and take your mayonnaise and just replace it with Vegenaise.
Yes.
Or just mayo. Those are vegan mayos that are just as good. And the butter, you could take out your cow butter and you can replace it with Miyoko's or Follow Your Heart or any of those.
Earth Balance.
Earth
That's our
Balance.
favorite.
Yeah, you could take the cheeses and get rid of them and replace it with Daiya cheese, Follow Your Heart, Miyoko's, Tree Line, Chow cheese.
There's
The
like
list.
just so many.
You know, I
many
went to
cheeses.
Smart and Final yesterday, which I have only been in once before many years earlier because we need to get some containers. Look at those beautiful blue containers. We're redoing the Lunch Break Live kitchen. And yeah, there was a huge amount of meat and dairy, which like just was a punch to the stomach. But there was also vegan cheeses, an entire vegan section. There were
Winning.
and there was tons of almond milk and soy milk and rice milk. So there's vegan cheese at Smart and Final. I bought some,
Everywhere.
of course. But I mean, I was like, hello, there's no excuse right now. So just do all that replacement. Throw out your bacon and put in benevolent bacon. And, you know, some people say, well, you know, and Violife is incredible. Thank you, Lisa
Really
Veritek.
good, yes, my favorite.
One of my faves. And so people say, well, you know, I don't want to waste food. Well, give it to a homeless person. Okay?
There you go.
Give not the raw bacon, obviously, but give the other foods to a homeless person, put it in a basket, they'll eat it. And call it a day with that stuff. You know, when I gave up alcohol 24 years ago, yeah, there was a few drips of wine still in my refrigerator because actually I couldn't keep any wine in the house because I drink it all. But I gave it away. I flushed it down the toilet. I put it down the sink. You know, you're never going to be at a point where it's going to be zero. You just replace and start fresh with all of the replacement. Get the Beyond Meat burgers or the Feel Roast
Yes.
burgers.
Exactly.
There's just replace.
Yes.
That's my advice. Go ahead.
Exactly.
And before you know it, you won't miss any of it. You won't miss the real thing because before you know it, that will be the real thing. The vegan version is the real deal. It is the future. It is the way to go.
Yeah, for
Like,
sure.
And I mean, before you know it, the smell of like real meat is going to like bother you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because you then associated that smell with the cruelty. Like
Right.
so that's my advice to you is make the connection. Make the connection.
Make the connection.
Like,
Just thinking that.
Yes,
You
dude, like
said it.
we're in sync.
Yeah.
We're in sync. That's amazing.
And a lot of love, David and Susanna. So you guys are big stars. You got a lot of fans out there.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
I'm
Yes,
really
we've
excited.
talked about the fact Paige says you guys show up, you're regulars at the Save Movement for chickens, pigs, and cows. So look at this. Now we need to take a photograph of this gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous thing.
Of course.
Look at this. Look how pretty this is. This is absolutely beautiful. We need to take some horizontal photos of this gorgeous, and I would say, yes, there's various ways. That'll be backlit actually, but we've got Patrizia Barreto in the house today. And by the way, Patrizia is also a professional organizer, and she's helping me, horizontal, thank you, darling. She's helping me organize our Jane Unchained Lunch Break Live kitchen and doing a spectacular job. Should I show off the
Yes.
Oh my God, I can't even tell you. If you check this out, why don't you just open that cabinet? Just this
Look
one
at
of these
this.
cabinets.
Beautiful.
Here. Just look at this. We have organized. Look at how the organization is happening here. This is incredible. Look at this. This is newly organized Jane Unchained Lunch Break Live kitchen. So, Patrizia Barreto, professional organizer, you can reach her on. Okay, time for a taste test. Patrizia, will you hold this?
Absolutely.
And just don't touch any of the buttons.
I won't.
All right.
So you're gonna want to get in there. If you want crunch, just dive right in the middle. If you want less, go to the
I'm
side.
diving in.
Just going for it. Nice.
Wow, this makes me feel like I'm on a vacation in Guadalajara. Guadalajara. Okay.
Excellent. Pero muy sabroso, muy sabroso.
Oh my God! Oh my
Here,
God!
you want some, babe?
Oh my God, this is so fantastic!
It's delicious.
Oh my God!
And growing up, I always had tasted homemade salsa from family and friends, and I always thought it was super hard to make and never attempted. But then once I learned how easy it was, I was like, we have to share it because it's so easy, and what's better than getting homemade, fresh salsa right at home?
Oh my God!
And
oh boy! Oh boy!
Another reason why you would want to make salsa at home is because like there's a single-use plastic.
Oh, forget
when you buy those, don't even bother. Preservatives, you don't want any of that. But the third one, which Susanna can vouch for, is sometimes they'll have animal ingredients in salsa.
What?
Yeah.
No way.
Chicken stock, for
Oh,
instance.
no.
Chicken stock, they'll put that in the salsa. And you would think salsa, fruits and veggies, just that. No, you have to read the ingredients.
I read the
everything.
labels. I am like a detective. First of all, when I go into a supermarket, I often rearrange. I go to the vegan section and I clean it up. Because sometimes there's going to be a dairy product there. They have pictures of me with a line through it all over at supermarkets all over LA. I go in, but they should thank me because I rearrange everything. And I urge every vegan, when you go into the supermarket, go to the vegan section and make it pretty so that other people will come in and use it.
That's
Because
really smart.
sometimes the managers won't do it. Because the managers may be old school, maybe resentful that they have to put in this vegan section. Sometimes they'll put it in the back somewhere. But I will say that we can all do our part by making sure our vegan sections in our supermarkets are nice and pretty.
Yes.
And you can also reach out to the managers as well, because sometimes they'll have tricky items. Like there's this yakisoba that we love, and there's 3 vegan flavors. And at the store, they've got 2 vegan flavors, and they got the chicken one right next to it. And it's just pretending. It's just right there.
It's confusing.
It's just right there. And I've seen people go up to it, and you'd see their vegan attire and things, and you would see them take it.
Oh,
and
no!
you're like, dude, whoa! Stop, man! Chill out.
I go up to the managers and have conversations all the time. That's what they're there for. They're there to respond to us. And 9 times out of 10, almost always, they actually appreciate it. Because we're shoppers, we're spenders, our money counts just as much as a meat eater's money. And so they like to get that information.
Exactly.
You guys, I just want to say, it is Delicioso. Fantastico.
Delicioso.
All right. Now, just final thoughts from you guys. You guys are millennials. You know where, thank God for millennials because you kids. Oh, Gary D.D. Harder says, where can I get Susanna's t-shirt?
I got this off of Amazon, actually, and it was pretty
Really?
affordable, too, so I highly recommend.
Yeah, that's a really good one. And I like yours, Health is Wealth,
Oh
too.
yeah,
Our
friend Sonia. She
Oh.
she sells these, so you can get this at stellasonia.co on Instagram.
Wonderful.
Yeah, it's-
So, final thoughts, guys. For those watching, we're getting so many positives. Ruth Bodeman says, millennials rock. It's true. They're smarter than their parents 9 times out of 10. Because you know why? You guys don't watch TV 8 hours a day, right?
Yeah.
So you're not getting brainwashed by the meat and dairy and pharmaceutical commercials.
Yeah, like no, every single day, like we tune into the news, and it's like every other commercial, like Outback Steakhouse, like what's that one, like just
Well,
Hoppy
whatever.
hot
We
dogs,
don't need
you know?
to name
It's like,
brand
it's just-
names, but yeah.
It's everywhere, and it's like in your face.
Families going out to eat, making it seem like it's normal, and it's
But you know what the next commercial is? Like a drug for heart condition.
Of course.
Yeah.
Like it's just like
course.
here you go, and then no one really makes those connections.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. There's a reason they call it the Food and Drug Administration.
Yes.
There you go.
Please
There you
share this video. Follow David and Susanna on Instagram and
go.
YouTube.
YouTube, yes.
YouTube. You guys are an inspiration to me.
Yes.
Everybody is hearting you like crazy. I haven't seen this many hearts on a live video in a long time. And you're very cute. You're very cute, too. I just think you're adorable.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Love you.
Love
Love
you.
you. Come
Be
back
good.
soon.
Yes,
Yes,
of
we
course.
will.
All right.